Hi dear children, welcome to this online section. You know we started the new chapter that is sources of energy, and in the previous module we discussed about the conventional sources of energy. That is, what is meant by conventional source of energy? Once it finishes means we cannot reproduce it. Okay. For example, fossil fuels, then hydro power plants, then thermal power plants and nuclear energy. These all are some of the examples. And we discussed about all these things, and also we discussed about what are the harmful effects of burning fossil fuels. I hope you all completed the previous module question answers. So in this lesson we are going to discuss about another one example of conventional source of energy, that is nuclear energy. Nuclear energy means the energy obtained from the nucleus of an atom. We know that every object in the universe are built up with tiny minute particles known as atoms. Okay, and the energy obtained from these nuclear reactions are called nuclear energy, and the nuclear reactions mainly two types, nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. So let us understand more about this nuclear energy and nuclear reactions. So please watch this video.
Nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is the energy in the nucleus or core of an atom. Atoms are the tiny units that make up all matter in the universe. Energy holds the dense nucleus together, and it contains a huge amount of power. Nuclear energy can be used to create electricity, but it must be first be released from the atom. Two kinds of atomic reactions create nuclear energy, that is nuclear fusion. In nuclear fusion, atoms join together, and nuclear fission. In nuclear fission, atoms are split apart. However, nuclear power plants do not have the capability to produce energy from nuclear fission safely and reliably. So, nuclear reactors are pellets of elements like uranium as fuel to produce nuclear fission. The nuclear reactor forces the atoms of uranium to break apart. As they split, atoms release tiny particles called fission products. Fission products causes other uranium atoms to split, starting a chain reaction. The energy released from this chain reaction creates heat. The heat created by nuclear fission warms a cooling agent, usually water. The cooling agent produces steam that turns turbines. The turbines drive generators or engines that create electricity. Nuclear energy can provide clean, pollution-free power with no greenhouse gas emissions. However, nuclear reactors do produce radioactive waste like used uranium pellets. This waste can be extremely toxic and stays radioactive for thousands of years. The government regulates how these materials are disposed of to avoid radioactive contamination. Nuclear fission. The process in which nucleus of a heavy element splits into two lighter nuclei is called nuclear fission. When uranium-235 atoms are bombarded with neutrons, Then nuclear reaction takes place in which the uranium atoms break up to form two lighter barium and krypton. With the emission of neutrons and large amount of energy. In the above example, it is found that the mass of barium nucleus, krypton nucleus, and 3 neutrons is less than the mass of uranium nucleus and the neutron. Decrease in mass results in the corresponding release of energy. There are 3 types of nuclear fission. If the uranium nuclei split into fragments as soon as the projectile hits them, then it is named prompt fission. Next, delayed fission. When the projectile entering the uranium nucleus causes an instability resulting in fission, this is named delayed fission. Next, C, spontaneous fission. Fission keeps on taking place in natural uranium and some other isotopes without any projectile being hit on them. This is named spontaneous fission. Energy unit. In nuclear science, energy is often expressed in terms of electron volt. 1 electron volt is equal to 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules. Here let us study more about nuclear fusion. The process in which two nuclei of light atoms like hydrogen combines to form a heavy, more stable nucleus like helium with the liberation of large amount of energy is called nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion is uncontrollable, so it is not used for peaceful purposes. Nuclear fusion takes place only at very high temperature. Nuclear fusion is initiated by using the heat evolved in a fission reaction. The loss of mass in fusion reaction is much greater than that in nuclear fission. And hence hydrogen bomb is more disastrous than atom bomb. To explode a hydrogen bomb, a small atom bomb is exploded first. Sun liberates energy by nuclear fusion. In the sun, the small deuterium atoms, that is isotope of hydrogen with mass number 2, collide and fuse together to form bigger helium atom. In sun, at temperature 10 raised to 7 degrees Celsius, 4 nuclei of hydrogen combine to give helium and large amount of energy is released. The nuclear fusion of 1 gram of hydrogen in sun gives out of 35.4 into 10 raised to 10 joules of heat energy. Whereas the burning of 1 gram of coal in air gives only about 3.5 into 10 raised to 4 joules of heat energy. Advantages and disadvantages of nuclear power plant. If operated properly, nuclear power plants produce lesser atmospheric pollution than thermal power plants. But the disposal of the radioactive waste material is a big problem. Advantages: nuclear power is a viable option where fossil fuels like coal are not available. It consumes very little fuel. Nuclear power plants can operate for more than a year without replacement of its fuel elements. A sizable amount of fuel, uranium and plutonium, can be reclaimed by processing the spent fuel material. In contrast, coal cannot be reclaimed from the waste products in thermal power plants. Some byproducts, radioactive isotopes produced, are used in medicine and industry. Next, let us see what are the disadvantages of nuclear power plants. Nuclear power plants cannot be located near populated areas. In case of accidents, it causes serious health problems to those who are nearby. Because of the potential hazard, a nuclear power reactor has to have a number of safety features which makes the construction of the plants expensive. Nuclear power plants also pose security problems as the fuel and byproducts can be used to build nuclear weapons. These all are some disadvantages of.
Next, let us discuss about non-conventional sources of energy or renewable forms of energy. We know that the energy from ocean, energy from wind, and the solar energy, these all are some of the examples. So let us study more about these conventional sources of energy. So please watch the coming videos. Okay.
Solar energy. The sun is the greatest source of energy. All the solar energy that strikes the uppermost atmosphere does not reach the Earth's surface. Clouds and particles in the air reflect some energy, and the air itself absorbs some. The energy produced inside the sun is due to the fusion of hydrogen nuclei to form helium nuclei. Due to fusion, a large amount of energy is produced and radiated in all directions in the form of light and heat. Solar constant. The amount of solar energy received per square meter per second on the surface of the Earth is called solar constant. It is approximately equal to 1.4 kilojoule per meter square. Only 0.47% on the solar energy reaches the surface of the Earth. Advantages of solar energy. Drying clothes is made easier. To obtain salt from seawater by evaporation. To get rid of moisture content in food grains. Limitations of solar energy. Energy reaching the surface is very much diffused, and so the direct utility is limited. It is not available uniformly all the time and at all the places. It is not available at night. Composition of solar energy. Solar energy consists of heat and light energies. The light consists of waves called electromagnetic wave, visible light, ultraviolet light and infrared light are the radiations received from the sun. Here we are going to explain solar cooker. A solar cooker is a device that is used to cook food by utilizing the energy radiated by the sun. So let us discuss the main parts of a box type solar cooker. Wooden box having thermocol lining inside, then aluminum sheet, black paint, plain mirror, glass sheet, hinges and lid. And also we need containers to keep the food items. And here you can see the outer covering wooden box having thermocol lining inside. Then the inside of the inner layers are painted with black because the black surface can absorb more heat energy. Then it is placed with it is covered by using a glass sheet. This glass sheet absorbs or it allows light to pass into the cooker. Then it is a plain mirror is hinged and this plain mirror absorb or it reflects maximum light into the cooker. Then the food item we needs to cook can place inside the cooker and close it with the glass sheet. Then due to greenhouse effect the food item will be cooked inside the cooker. When the box with glass cover is placed in the sun, visible as well as infrared radiations pass through the glass into the box. Most of these are absorbed by the black surface of inner walls and the temperature inside the cooker will be or the range of temperature that can be attained in the solar cooker is 100 degrees Celsius to 140 degrees Celsius. Solar cells. Solar cell is a device which converts solar energy into electrical energy. Solar cells are usually arranged on a large flat sheets constituting the solar cell panel. In a solar cell panel, the output of each solar cell becomes added and we get much higher power. The electricity produced by solar panel is used to charge storage batteries. The earliest use of solar cells was in spacecrafts. Solar cells are also used to supply power for radio, TV, refrigerator, navigation equipments, and street lights in remote areas. If the desert areas of Rajasthan covered with solar cells, the electricity generated can easily meet energy needs of India. Then advantages of solar cell. They directly utilize solar energy. They can work satisfactorily even in diffused radiation. They need no maintenance. They do not produce pollution. Disadvantages. The energy stored in batteries provide only direct current. They are very expensive because semiconductor material needs for solar cell must be pure. Here let us see what is greenhouse effect. Here you can see a glass dome or a glass structure. What is the importance of this glass structure? The plain glass is transparent to light, that is, it allows light to pass through it. It is also transparent to infrared radiation whose wavelengths are close to visible light. Most of these are absorbed by the inner surface of the glass or the earth surface, and once the earth's surface becomes hot, they too begin to radiate heat in the form of infrared radiation. As the temperature inside the glass is quite low, the wavelength of radiations emitted inside the glass are much longer than the incoming infrared. The peculiar property of glass is that it allows infrared radiations of shorter wavelength but does not allow infrared radiations of longer wavelength to pass through it. As a result, the glass cover does not allow the heat to radiate out, which enables the glass inside of the glass to retain heat inside it. So this is called global warming, or it causes global warming. That is, the effect is called greenhouse effect and it causes global warming. Okay, and the same principle is behind the working of solar cooker also. And this solar cooker also consists of glass sheet and the inner surface is painted with black. So due to this effect, it can retain heat inside it. Wind energy. The motion of large mass of air causes wind. The wind possesses kinetic energy and this energy can be utilized for doing work. Sailboats and windmills use wind energy. Electricity is also produced from wind energy. Sun rays are much stronger near the equator than the polar regions. So, air in the equatorial region becomes warmer and its density decreases. The lighter air rises up and the pressure decreases. Cooler air from polar region move towards the equator to replace the warmer air. This motion of air causes wind. Wind is classified into different types because of their speed. Low speed wind is known as breeze. High speed wind is storm. The speed of tornado is approximately 800 km per hour. Wind is a renewable source of energy which can be reused. Windmill. The blades of windmills are designed to create pressure differences when strike them. This pressure difference makes the blades rotate. A number of windmills erected over a large area is known as wind energy farm. Next, let us see the limitations of wind energy. It is not available at all times and at all places. Speed of the wind varies from place to place and time to time, so it is not a dependable source of energy. Next, see what are the advantages of wind energy. In spite of all the above limitations, the important advantage of wind energy is that it causes no pollution and it is available at free of cost. Energy from oceans. There are many forms of ocean energy. Energy from sea waves. The kinetic energy possessed by the sea waves moving at greater speed can be used to rotate turbines continuously, and the generators connected to these turbines produce electrical energy. The strength of electricity depends on the availability of continuous high energy waves. Sea level rises and lowers due to high tide and low tide. Water flows to reservoirs during high tide. During low tide, this water flows out from the reservoir through a pipe. This flowing water is used to turn a turbine to produce electricity. Next, ocean thermal energy. The difference in temperature between the warm surface water heated by sun and cold water of ocean depth is another form of in which solar energy becomes available from oceans. This is known as ocean thermal energy. The device used to harness the ocean thermal energy are called ocean thermal energy conversion power plants. A difference of temperature of 20 degrees Celsius is available between surface water and water of depth up to 1000 meter. In this system, warm surface water is utilized to boil a liquid like ammonia or chlorofluorocarbon, that is CFC. These vapors are used to drive the turbine of an electric generator to produce electricity. This can be operated through the year and 24 hours. Geothermal energy. The energy that exists in the form of heat inside the earth is geothermal energy. In some regions, the magma, the melted rock, moves upward. These places known as hot spots. These are the source of geothermal energy. The underground water coming in contact with these hot spots and turns into steam. Since this steam is trapped between rocks, its pressure increases. This steam is extracted by linking pipe through the holes drilled up to hot spots. This steam turns the turbine of electric generator and produces electrical energy. In India, geothermal energy is available in Madhya Pradesh. Geothermal power plants are operated in New Zealand and America.
I hope you understood the topics. So please write the following questions in your notebook, in your assignment. Okay. So question number 1. What do you mean by nuclear energy and what are the limitations of nuclear energy? Next question. Explain non-conventional forms of energy. So these are the questions for your assignment. So please complete all these questions and submit the assignment in the coming week, next week. Okay, so the date I will inform through Parentile. So these all about this topic. Thank you. Have a nice day.